Tacoma Glassblowing Studio has been here, we're going on 7 years now. I like to tell people that I swear I was birthed loving glass. I have loved glass my whole life. I'm Deborah CJ, and I am the gallery manager here at Tacoma Glassblowing Studio. Seattle, Tacoma area, I think they call it the New York of the West Coast, and I think a lot of that is because we support the arts here. Whether it's glass blowing, whether it's the other arts, you know, it can be, you know, ballet, whatever. Very heavily into supporting the arts. We're very fortunate about that. Right now we're doing pumpkins for our Northwest Pumpkin Patch that we do every fall. We have at least 2,000 pumpkins per patch and 8 pumpkin patches. So right there we have to start in January to make enough pumpkins. So we probably do, if we do pumpkins, we probably do right around over 200 in one production day, depending on the size and everything. As far as what's in the gallery, our artists can make whatever they want. When they're making things that they're going to sell in the gallery, that's up to them what they want to make. We do, in a production mode, when they're working for us, then yes, we will let them know what we need. Whether that's pumpkins, whether that's doing maybe some garden art, whether that's doing hummingbird feeders, whether that's doing things that we need in the gallery that we know people are looking for.
Pretty much what you do when you're blowing glass is that you'll start out with a blowpipe and you'll gather hot glass on the end of that, and then pretty much from there you can add color and you know, put the bubble in and start to shape the piece out from there. And the beginning stages of the glass are usually always the same, especially in the blowing process. And then from there, pretty much after you get that bubble blown out evenly, it depends on what shape you're going for is how you alter the glass, either with gravity or centrifugal force and heat. But the beginning stages of glass are usually always the same. I'm Billy Carson, and I'm one of the glass blowers here at Tacoma Glassblowing Studio. I really like the competitive aspects of glass. I've been an athlete growing up my entire life, and the main thing that I think I love about glass is not just how it moves and not how it's like the material's acting, but mostly just the competitive aspects of it and the teamwork that's involved with glass. It's unlike any other art form in that aspect. When you first start out, you know, you end up breaking a lot of pieces, but it's one of those things that, you know, as you progress and learn a lot about the material and the process, you just start to get down a little bit more. And even now, after working with it for about 6 years, you know, there's still a lot of breaks and quite a few breaks there. No, I think there's always a challenge no matter what you're doing in here. I feel fortunate enough to be working with people that are much more talented than I am. So it's really nice having an awesome group of people to work with, especially when it comes to challenging aspects in glass, because the guys that are behind me here are very talented.
You know, I really like making functional things. I really like making things that can actually be used. You know, I kind of consider myself more of a tradesman in that regard. My name is Taylor Rushing. I'm a glassblower here at Tacoma Glassblowing Studio. I actually started taking classes here at this very shop when I was 14 years old. My mom and dad put me in classes here, and I was very fortunate to be a part of this scene. And I ended up going off to college for a few years and ended up getting a job coming back here and getting reemployed.
People will come in for 4 hours on a Saturday and Sunday, and they will learn the basics of glass blowing. They'll learn about the tools, they'll learn about some techniques. We also have 6-week programs on beginning, intermediate, and advanced classes. After an intermediate course, We do allow people to come in and rent, so they can rent space, 4-hour spaces. By that time, we know they know our equipment, they know the techniques, and they can work on their own. That way, they can make their own stuff, they can rent, but they can also have that glass blower there too, assisting them, and they end up learning in a different manner. I've taken the beginning and intermediate. I am now working at Rending in the Hot Shop, producing pieces. So it's been a huge opportunity for me, and I'm loving every minute of it. You get addicted to glass. You hear people saying living the dream, I'm living the dream. From the Glassblowing studio, take a look, Tacoma.
Take a look, Tacoma.